Alright everyone, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of some information. This doesn't necessarily have to pertain to the Jaguar console itself. It can be any console that you're thinking about getting. Okay? The biggest advice I can give you guys is do your research. Ask people questions that had the console or have the consoles or have expert knowledge towards a console or system in general that you're looking at. Okay? And as someone that has a complete collection for the Jaguar console, including the Jaguar CD, I can tell you guys that these boxes, I'm not saying the content inside is fake, but the way they are selling these things is a scam. Okay? This Jaguar CD, brand new factory sealed, and its current bid is $710. Okay? First and foremost, these systems, when they were released, the Jaguar CD and the regular Jaguar console, they were never shrunk wrapped. Okay? So this seller right here is selling a shrunk wrapped Jaguar console for $449.99. Holy crap. This is a scam. Okay? This console was never, the Jaguar console itself was never shrunk wrapped. Okay? In fact, looking at the back of this box here, the reason why I can easily tell that not only these consoles, the boxes themselves were never shrunk wrapped, but this box has been opened. Okay? Right here, you can kind of see a little faint circular outline of where a sticker is supposed to be. Okay? The Jaguar consoles, they were never shrunk wrapped. Okay? So if you go to the store today, you know, pick up like a PS4, Xbox One, or Wii U, those consoles are not shrunk wrapped. None of these consoles were ever shrunk wrapped. Okay, they always use little stickers. The Jaguar is the same way. Now, if we go to the Jaguar CD, for example, this is what I'm talking about. And yeah, I can't zoom in. Well, I guess I could. No, not with the picture. Anyway, so right here, that's the holographic sticker that's supposed to be on this one. It's supposed to be right here. It's obviously not there. Why? Oh, look, the sticker's right there, but it's not supposed to be there. And here's the thing, though. Okay, the reason why I know this is because even I have unused holographic stickers. Okay. So, say like when I bought a couple of games on eBay from my Atari, for example, they actually staple in holographic stickers for you to have, just as like a nice gesture. Except some people use them to try to scam people and put the sticker on the fucking box. First of all, it's not supposed to be here. It's actually supposed to, well, assuming this thing doesn't come up, it's supposed to go right here. So it's not supposed to be there, it's actually supposed to be right here. And you can kind of see where some of the paint on the box, or the printing on the box, the black printing, came off because that's where the sticker was originally at. Why they put the sticker right there, I don't know. If they're seriously trying to scam people, they're supposed to put the sticker there. So obviously this person is trying to scam people. And unfortunately, some people are buying into it. Like this one, for example. Jaguar CD. It was never supposed to be shrunk wrapped. This is clearly someone shrink wrapping in themselves. Not only that, but the plastic doesn't even meet on the edges properly. By the way, this is clearly someone using the machine. This is probably something very similar like GameStop used to use back in the day, when they used to shrink wrap their own use games to sell it off at new. But yeah, this is clearly not from the factory. And here's the thing though, these, at least the cartridge-based version of the Jaguar, I'm not talking about the Jaguar CD. The Jaguar CD was actually made by Philips. But the Jaguar console itself was made by IBM. IBM actually produced and distributed them for Atari. They never shrunk wrapped these things. So I'm just giving you guys a fair warning that if you do see these types of listings that's saying it's like, ooh, it's brand new, it's shrink wrapped and everything, they're just trying to scam you. They're just trying to squeeze a couple more $100 out of your pockets. Okay? And I'll be honest with you, these consoles, like for me, I did not purchase the Jaguar CD or the Jaguar console itself on eBay. I went through someone else, and you are clearly able to get cheaper. I mean, I did not pay anywhere near $710. People that say that, oh, I spent so many hundreds of dollars, you know, because I kept getting broken units. Well, you're clearly not looking in the right areas. And unfortunately, most people that are not too familiar with certain consoles, they tend to just rely on eBay and just go from there. Now, I'm not saying eBay is bad and all, but especially when it comes to certain systems and when certain systems get popular online, eBay sellers tend to take advantage of that and jack up the price because of higher demand. Now, if they're legitimately trying to sell something, then I can understand that, but stuff like this, where they're clearly trying to scam people, is wrong. And hopefully the people that are bidding on this sees this video and they start removing those bids off of this, because I'm sorry, but if someone's willing to spend $710, they are clearly overpaying and throwing away money. I'll tell you right now, I paid under $150 for my Jaguar CD. It works fine, and in fact, I got it from a company that actually used to service Atari systems for Atari. They're like a company that warranties Atari consoles. So I got a refurbished one, which means they took it apart, they replaced all the caps, they made sure all the components inside works just fine, so that way when I receive it, it works flawlessly. I haven't had a single issue with mine. And here's a little tip for you guys. Most electronics in the 90s, they had serious capacitor issues during that time. So just because you're buying one brand new that's never been used doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea. You still want to make sure this thing is working, and unless this system's been stored properly, which most of the time most systems are not, unfortunately, electronics, you want to keep them in a cool area in wherever you're storing them. So if you're not going to be using it for a long period of time, you actually want to store it like in a closet that stays pretty cool. So in my case, I have a walk-in closet that I store most of my gaming stuff, and there's an air conditioning vent in there that blows cold air inside. That's perfect. You want cool, fresh air, but also away from windows, you know, from the sun rays. That's the best way to store these things. Most of the time, these things are not stored properly. And now that I'm just noticing, I will not be surprised if these are the same people, or not necessarily the same people, but they know each other, and they're clearly just trying to scam people, because look in the background there. Look at this. This looks kind of familiar. Huh. Look at that. So you got the Jaguar sticker there. You got some brochure thing. Oh, it looks kind of similar to this here. Huh. That's pretty interesting. One of these two people know each other. Wow. Anyways, it's going a little too long here. I'm already going over 10 minutes. But I want to just show you guys. Now, it's not just pertaining to the Jaguar console itself. This can pretty much give you the same information for whatever console you're looking at. Do your research. If you have questions, ask the people that have actual experience in those certain consoles, and they will tell you the right answer. You know, if you're looking into getting like a NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Atari 2600, 5200, Jaguar, for example, almost all of the consoles out there, they have forums that are designated just for those systems. And there are people on there that will answer your questions. And I can tell you that these things here that you're seeing here is clearly people trying to scam others out of money. I'm not saying that they're just selling you an empty box, but this whole shrink wrap thing, that's a scam part. That's where they're scamming you. It's like, holy crap, this is like, to the untrained eye, they're looking at this like, oh wow, this has never been opened. It's shrunk wrap, never, it's never been taken out of the plastic. Well, here's the thing, they were never wrapped in plastic. So yeah, you might want to be careful with stuff like this. By the way, the most you should be spending on a Jaguar console itself, not the Jaguar CD, but just the Jaguar console itself. Even though I think that they're getting a little too expensive, don't spend no more than $100 for the console, the hookups, the controller, and at least a game or two. In 2015, that to me is fair. But people spending this kind of money for a Jaguar CD, it's ridiculous. And and here's the kicker though, the fact that this person's even charging $30 for shipping and handling, it's ridiculous. Like, holy crap, you're already scamming people out of at least, let's just put on the high mark, $500. Okay. Someone's willing to spend $500 more than they're supposed to for a Jaguar CD. I mean, it's their money. They can do what they want. But I'm just letting you guys know that, if you see stuff like this, you might want to start questioning it. Because most consoles were never shrunk wrapped. Anyway, that's it. Like always, have a good one. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Leave comments down below. Like this video, share it, all that good stuff. And have you experienced any of these types of scams that people tend to do when it comes to gaming? If you experienced those things before, leave those comments down below. I would really be interested in your comments. So that's it. Like always, have a good one.